Skinny Maruquita, a short story about courage, strength, self-improvement, and gratitude. The images and narrations are generated with the support of artificial intelligence to show some of how much can already be obtained with this resource.
Skinny Maruquita, ebook in English.
The printed version of this story is complemented by 3 specialized ebooks, which focus on narration in Spanish, English, or French, and which are presented free of charge on our YouTube page, with the purpose of initiating participants in the excellent art of narration, and who in turn prepare them to perform using a microphone in front of a virtual or face-to-face audience.
Maruquita was a much-loved and spoiled girl who lived with her loving parents in a large and beautiful house with a pretty garden. Everyone knew her as Skinny Maruquita because of her lack of appetite and her tendency to find faults in everything. Her family and friends were desperate when they tried to get her to eat, but Maruquita always found an excuse to eat almost nothing. One day, while she was playing in the garden, a sudden tornado formed in the sky and took her away. Maruquita found herself alone in a nearby forest, surrounded by tall trees and strange noises. Many people were looking for the child, but they did not find her. Fortunately, on the bank of the creek where Maruquita fell, there was a small abandoned country house. In that house, Maruquita found refuge and a lot of clothes, with which she was able to dress and keep warm. At first, Maruquita felt scared and alone, but over time, she realized that she had to learn to fend for herself. She began to explore the forest and found that there were many things she could eat, such as wild fruits and vegetables. She learned to fish in the stream, cook over a campfire, and find shelter in caves. As the days went by, Maruquita felt grateful for having shelter, clothing, and food. Remembering teachings received, she began to observe the sun and the moon. She kept an eye on the direction of the wind and the bird's flight, as well as the lights in the night sky. She practiced her marksmanship by throwing stones, and she also began to create criteria to distinguish when courage is required and when caution should be imposed.
Maruquita was able to observe the animals of the forest and learned many things. For example, from the birds, she admired their adaptability, their forms of communication, their team actions. She admired the squirrels' agility, their planning and care for their resources. From raccoons, she admired their curiosity, creativity, and adaptability. Of wolves, despite the fear she had of them, she admired their sounds and signals to communicate, as well as their teamwork. As the years went by, Maruquita became a strong, beautiful, and brave girl. She learned to appreciate the little things in life, like a beautiful sunrise or a crystal clear river. She realized that life wasn't just about finding flaws, but about finding the beauty and magic in everything.
One day after several years, Maruquita felt ready to find her way back home. She walked a lot, and when she arrived, her family and friends barely recognized her. The skinny, spoiled girl had disappeared, and in her place was a strong, confident young woman. Her parents were finally able to rest from desperately searching for her for so long, and now enjoy her affection and her triumph over adversity. Maruquita told everyone about her adventures in the forest and how she had learned to fend for herself. Her family and friends were proud of her and welcomed her back with open arms. Since she was able to return, Maruquita lived a life full of purpose and meaning, Although she would always have fond memories of her time in the woods, she knew that she had found her true home in the hearts of those who loved her.
Thank you.
Emociones en Maruquita la Flaquita. Se sugiere imprimir las dos últimas diapositivas para usar los emoticones como guía para practicar la narración.
If you mark that you like it, share, and subscribe, you get that. It's worth it. See you soon.